of my era, Charles Okwemba.
Yeah.
He's challenging Football Kenya Federation to raise the standards after Continental failures. Now, Charles Okwemba is one player that if I was to return some players to the Kenya Premier League, he'll be one of the players that I would return to the Premier League. He was a joy to watch.
Yeah. He was a 10, right?
Hey, lakini kuna bao alipiga pale Mumias Complex. Ai, hiyo jeto wako. Jeto kwa akili yangu.
The good thing is that Okwemba played during the golden era of the KPL.
Yeah.
That was in the early to mid 2010s. So sisi wenye tulikuwa tuna grow up during that time tukaona vizuri sana.
Whether uko home ama wapi ungeona tu TV.
You could see him everywhere. So
lakini Okwemba alikuwa ni mchezaji.
Yeah. So hata ukisikia ni mseka yeye amekama up na kusema such statements, you should take it heavily.
Yeah, you should take it heavily, but think about it this way. Anaongea kama nani? Hata kama yeye ni mchezaji mdeadly. Anaongea kama nani?
Anaongea kama an ex-player.
Hapana. Okay, anaambia FKF nini? What should FKF do? They should come to a training ground na wasaidie kutrain.
I think he sent the right message to the wrong people.
Sababu, come to think of it. Ungekuwa unaongea na clubs, that is understandable. But now, you're talking to a federation that is not even involved in your preparation.
Yeah. The federation has...
Is this the reason why most of our players cannot be our leaders in the football office? So most of them are clueless about about the hierarchy in football.
How to run the game, actually.
How to run the game. Yeye ni aende tizi, akuwe mdeadly. Unajua?
Alafu inaishi hapo.
Alafu sema mzee tumekula mazoezi.
Mambo ya football business na game management ana idea.
Hakuna, they are clueless.
But akona kitu ya maana. Okay. Amesema kitu cha maana.
Sikatai amesema kitu cha maana.
Don't discredit him.
I'm not discrediting him. The problem with you want to fight about everything. Now, I'm not discrediting him. I'm saying he's addressing the wrong forum. Unajua?
Even though he's addressing the wrong forum.
Anakuja kuandika newsmakers. Ngoja. Anakuja kuandika newsmakers kwa staff room. Haiwezi.
Don't you think FKF has a role to play in growing our football basi?
Gani? You tell me which one. Grow our football, yes. In many other ways.
Yes.
Apart from preparing clubs for international duty. Anakuambiaje raise standards. Raise standards za football ni kufanya nini? Apart from good refereing, kumake sure teams hazina shida ndogo.
Kumake sure teams ziko poa.
Exactly.
Kumake sure league imepata sponsor.
Hizo ndio vitu.
I think these are the things that he should have said.
He didn't say that. Listen here. Former Harambee Stars midfielder Charles Okwemba has urged the Football Kenya Federation to urgently raise football standards if Kenya is to compete meaningfully at international level. Okay, urgently raise football standards. How, Okwemba? How? Sawa?
Malizia.
His remarks follow a poor Continental showing by Nairobi United, who finished bottom of Group B. That we know. Without a single point from 6 matches. Okwemba said such results highlight the steady decline of football standards in Kenya, noting that the local teams are far below the level expected of a football talented nation. Sasa, unaongea mambo ya club. Unaongea mambo ya club to the federation.
Yes.
The federation has provided you with a league. Win that league, prepare well, and if we win this league, we go into the Champions League. Sindio? Nunua wachezaji vizuri, panga coaching system yako vizuri, pikisha watoto wako zoezi vizuri, pay them well. Hiyo ni mambo ya club.
Haya, don't you think that the FKF can raise football standards pia?
Yes, but in what way that Okwemba is not saying?
Kutafuta sponsors na making sure each team imepata pesa kwa hiyo sponsorship money ya league. That is one of the things.
Sijakataa. Na team ziko na pesa kama Nairobi United. Na zilienda mpaka hiyo Confed. Mpaka wakaingia group stage. League ilikuwa na sponsor?
League imekuwa na sponsor, lakini look at what the sponsorship amount is. Ni how much? 80 million for 3 years.
80 million 3 years for 18 teams.
Yes.
You are jokers.
Is that enough?
You are jokers.
Is that enough? So Okwemba is right. He has a point.
No, he has a point.
Yes.
But his point is not well elaborated. It's not... Unajua?
Wacha tumsikie anasema aje.
Yes. SportyFM, hello. SportyFM, hello.
Yes.
Hello, SportyFM. Charles Okwemba.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Mimi naitwa Peter Kirumba.
Yes, Peter, vipi bana?
Fiti mtu wangu, na mambo?
Poa sana, long time.
Siku mingi bwana.
Siku nyingi sana bana, but nashukuru tuko wazima.
Aha.
Tuna neno bana.
Niko hapa na mwenzangu Louis Muhana. Anauliza swali moja. What did you mean at FKF for standards kama ni kucompete meaningfully huko international level?
Tueleze vizuri juu tuna have a debate hapa na Kirumba na tupatani.
What do I mean by them? Raising standards?
Yes.
I mean, it is outright. When you look at the state of football in our country.
It is not outright because hizi vilabu zikishinda league ama zikuwe number 2 zinajua zinaenda Continental, si ndio? Si ni watu wapange club zao. Hapo federation naingilia. Hapo federation naingilia wapi?
Of course, ni collective responsibility. I think when I said maneno raise standards, raising standards cuts across all boards.
Yes.
Inamaanisha vilabu vinapatiao ya kucheza, shirikisho inapatiao, and I'm not so sure kama hamuoni where the federation is supposed to get in.
That is where I want you to elaborate.
Who is mandated to run football in our country?
The federation,
so
of course.
You have to make sure that you put down the right structures that will make sure that we have a very competitive level of I mean, we have to make sure that our league is very competitive. Of course, it is not the role of the federation to run the football clubs. That mandate lies with other people. But federation ikona pati yao in terms of they have to make sure that our league is lucrative in terms of getting number one, make sure there is enough money in our league. Hiyo ina motivate teams to compete. Besides that, the factors are just too many. The reasons, there are too many. How do you attract foreign competent players into your league? You now see where the federation is coming in. No foreign player will come into a league that anajua vizuri. It's not going to make a huge difference in his life in terms of the monetary gain. You guys know very well, tumekuwa hapo nyuma, mnakumbuka what was happening with SuperSport when SuperSport was the main league sponsor in terms of even coverage. You can see the influx of foreign players that were coming to our league.
Yes.
So federation in a part up. I don't say that 100% it lies with them, but that is why I said it is collective responsibility. But if I sit down and start telling you the reasons in how I also hold the federation accountable, sababu ni nyingi sana. But sio kwamba it 100% lies with them.
Okay, and where do you think the biggest gaps currently exist? Administration, funding, player development, coaching. Where do you think the biggest gaps exist?
The biggest what?
Gaps.
Wow. With our football just has quite a number of issues. I think we just need to once again, let me go back to the federation.
Yes.
The federation can help mitigate. Mitigate, number one. We can have, time and again, get-togethers. We come together. Can we discuss on how best we can move our football together? So the federation can also help to educate these clubs, the people running our clubs, because education ni muhimu sana. We need to know. We cannot claim to know how to do everything. So lazima tuwe tunaitana hapa na pale, and the federation can help us to be able to organize that. We train people on how best we can run our football and take it to the next level.
Sasa kama ni wewe,
yes.
What immediate actions would you prioritize if you're given the opportunity to influence reforms within the federation?
We have a sit. We just need to come together. Let's organize a forum. Come sit down and start discussing on how we can move our football together. I mean, forward, because it has to start with let's sit down and talk. What is our roadmap? Okay, federation ikiingia iko na roadmap yao. Nini vilabu pia, you know, the clubs also run independently.
Yes.
The federation needs to hold these clubs accountable. Let me ask a question. How many times have you guys heard of cases where, even right now as we are speaking, there are too many clubs which are not paying their players?
Yes.
Too many clubs. Now, that, when you look at it, that will definitely impact in one way or another. It will impact on the standards of our football, because you'll end up having staff that are going to do their jobs totally
unmotivated.
Yeah, or demotivated. And when that happens, especially with this cancer that we have in our football in terms of match fixing, you can see what happens.
And what do you think?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think should be solution to these clubs that are not paying their players?
There's something called club licensing, when it came. That's why I've said our football has just a lot of challenges. And it's just important we decide to get a bit radical or a bit serious and make sure that we are implementing these issues, because why are clubs not paying their players? It means kuna kitu ilifanywa haphazardly hapo nyuma. Because remember, these same clubs,
yes,
they were passed as having been clean when it came to that club licensing, meaning they were deemed to be fit
to operate.
But you see, that is one of the problems, meaning there are some corners cut here and there. So what do you expect at the end of the day? So it will just come and bite at the right time. Why? Because we took shortcuts. And this is one of the cancers with our football. Tunapenda shortcuts sana. These shortcuts they can give you cosmetic results or success today, but they are not sustainable. No. That is the problem with these shortcuts. So we need to be serious, 100% serious with our football. We come together to decide. All these clubs that are in the top tier, NSL, can we have some serious structures for them? Once again, I'm saying it is not the duty of the federation, but the federation, they wanafaa oversee to make sure that anybody is well prepared to run these football clubs. These clubs can be able to take care of themselves. And also make sure that we are running our sport in a way that will be attracting sponsors. There are too many sponsors. Why are they not coming? Why? Because there is one or two things lacking. One of it, at the moment there is too much corruption, they won't come.
Is it mainly because the clubs are not playing their role in trying to bring funds into the stadiums? That's why sponsors are metoroka.
Also, I mean, that is also one of the factors. Because, like I've said, we cannot just lay the whole blame on the federation.
Exactly.
Vilabu pia zina pati yao ya kucheza. Can we learn to professionalize our clubs?
Because
make sure that our
the federation already tried to play its role by securing a landmark 1.12 billion Kenya shillings deal for 10 years with the league sponsor. And under this deal, clubs were approximately set to get 2.8 million per season. Isn't it now up to the clubs to try maybe and find their own sponsors or try and bring the funds into the stadiums?
You're right in saying so, because yes, once again, like I've said, as much as the federation, of course, will have its own part to play, but which again is just like I've said before, the federation also needs to make some follow-ups on these clubs. Because I remember I've had a privilege of attending some of the federation meetings in line with what we are talking about. It's important for us to sensitize the clubs, give them ideas or sell to them ideas on how they can be able to attract sponsors. But it also, we come back to the clubs. The people that are running these clubs, the truth of the matter ni kwamba wengi wamelala. People are not doing enough when it comes to being able to make sure that we complement what the federation has done in terms of the monies they brought in to help the clubs. Because you have to get outside the box. You can't just be comfortable and say, okay, because it's obvious. What the federation has tried, has helped to secure, cannot be enough to run our clubs for a whole season. So it is the duty of the clubs, the people that are mandated to run these clubs, to make sure they're looking for additional funds to run these particular clubs. That's why I said it is collective responsibility.
So is it safe to say that the main responsibility of raising football standards in the league mainly relies on the clubs and not the federation?
Yes and no. Once again, it is collective responsibility, just like I've said.
Yeah.
The federation has a part to play, and the clubs have a part to play to make sure that we have the right standards with our football. Because one of the areas also is a capacity building, which I think just yesterday, Niliona, there are a number of promises being made on what the federation is doing to make sure that capacity building is proper, that we are training our coaches or our coaches to the right standards.
Yes.
To manage or to coach our players. We also need to have such arrangements, and I'm sure on this one, I'm sure, or if it's not happening, but I assume that the federation is also planning to do that. Call these people that are, the CEOs, the club chairmen, to semezane. Let's give each other ideas, because nobody has a monopoly of ideas. The moment we come together, we can share all these ideas on how we can be able to get more funds to run our clubs, so that we can be able to make sure that our league is competitive. Because finances are very important to the standards of football in our country.
Wow, thank you very much, Charles, man. Alafu usipotee sana, Charles. Nakutafuta uje studio tuzungumze ya maneno bwana.
No problem. I'm around. I've been largely in Mombasa, but at least this time round I keep operating between Mombasa and Nairobi. So I'm around anytime. Just call on me, then we can arrange and meet.
You're still doing football?
Yeah, I'm a sporting director at Mombasa Elite Football Club.
Oh, Mombasa Elite, all right. That's good.
Yeah, I'm the one in charge of running Mombasa Elite Football Club affairs.
I was telling Louis, he never saw you playing, but you are a joy to watch.
Thank you. Mpe some DVDs hapo angalie.
Okwemba.
Bana, unajua hawa Gen Z hawakuwa kiwanjani ukicheza bana.
Nilikuwa nakuona Saturday kwenye entertainment tunakiwa hapo TV tunakuona.
Thank you very much, Charles.
Always entertain our fans.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sawa, asante, karibu.
Asante. Yeah, that's a very good friend of mine, Charles Okwemba. And there's something that he has said that has triggered something in me. Amesema, if you see teams ambazo saizi hazilipo wachezaji, and they passed ile shughuli ya club licensing na wakapitishwa, wakaambiwa kweli nyinyi mmequalify kucheza kwa hii league because mmepita club licensing,
na wakapatiwa grants na FKF.
Yes, kwamba nyinyi you are okay to play in this league. There's something then, all right?
There's something wrong
that was done chini ya maji, chini ya meza at that particular point that inakula hizi teams sahi.
Aside from their own shirt sponsors and everything, I believe kila team iko na shirt sponsor, maybe apart from Sofapaka na Ulinzi. These clubs also got 2.8 million shillings grant from FKF, league sponsorship money.
Yes.
Now up sahi, that's 6 months later, after the league has started, unasikia that some players have not been paid by some clubs.
My friend, unajua Kuran Club 2.8 million shilingi mbili.
No. It's just in addition to what they already have.
Let me tell you. What I was meaning, what Charles was saying. Something was not done the right way wakati wa club licensing, wakati wa kuapprove hizi teams kucheza ndani ya Premier League na kuambia kwamba mume comply na club licensing. Something was done then that is eating the teams now.
What was done?
Kuna kitu ilichezwa hapo chini ya meza.
They signed these deals through the back door.
You just go and tell a team, sisi we are acquiring a team. Mnaenda huko, we want a ladies team. Mnachukua, mnasema nyinyi team yenyu ya ladies ni hii, na mnaenda mnapeana makaratasi huko ati mmepata team.
Yet they cannot even sustain these teams.
Yeah, most of these girls teams unaona they are folding up.
These teams are just there as naweza sema aje. Flower girls ziko tu hapo, just this is our team, but nothing is happening behind the closed doors.
You know, what Charles is saying is like, anasema federation ikishasema ligi inaanza tarehe fulani na itaisha tarehe fulani, wamejitoa, hata hawako katika hiyo mchezo tena.
Washa announce mwanzo na mwisho wa ligi, au wameenda kufanya vitu zao kwa ofisi huko, kupigana vita zao huko kwa ofisi. Yani the offices zetu za mpira wanasema they don't even care if these clubs can run during that season.
It doesn't matter how them, they don't care.
How bora wametoa timetable.
They have bigger fish to fry.
So that's why Okwemba said that it is a collective responsibility for these clubs and the federation.
Okwemba is just, wacha nikwambie, Okwemba is just being a gentleman about the whole thing. Lakini if it was aulizwe tu kama amefichwa mahali, atakwambia tu ya kwamba yeye what he means ni kwamba federation natupatia tu dates za kwanza league na za kumaliza. Hapa katikati they don't care.
But you have seen, manze, even when it comes to coaches, how many of our coaches have a CAF A license?
Mimi najua 2 or 3.
So Monata na Nairobi United, when they went into the Confederations Cup, both of their coaches, two of their league coaches, the former one Muluya and the new one, wote hawana CAF.
Nafikiri ni Mwalala akunayo, nafikiri Selebwa na nafikiri Salim, nafikiri coach FC Leopards Zambani, because hawezi kwa league unaweza fanya.
Unaweza fanya, but
I don't think even think Zambani iko na. So can you imagine a coach like Gilbert Selebwa is at Mombasa United ndani ya NSL with a CAF A license,
na ako kwenye NSL
na yuko kwa Premier League.
So tukiangalia in our league, how many coaches have CAF A licenses? Tunaweza pita 5?
Yeah, tutapita 5, lakini they are accountable.
It's a handful of coaches.
Exactly.
Standards ziko chini basi. Coaching, refereeing, tumeona. Clubs.
Na hii mambo ya kukosa kulipa wachezaji. You cannot tell me you will go and acquire a ladies team, comply with the club licensing, kabla account zenyu zijaangaliwa na federation. Sindio? Lazima zikaguliwe. Na mulipitaje kama mjafikisha ile pesa inafaa kukuwa nyinyi mko nayo ndio msustain team for a season?
I believe all those licenses should be scrapped off, tuanze afresh.
Mimi nasema hivi. Kama hauna pesa ambayo inaweza kusustain team kwa at least a season in the Premier League, toka tu. Like I said here a month ago.
So you know how is the top leagues nafanya? Teams are put into administration if they cannot pay their players.
You know there are teams in the NSL that can sustain themselves in the Premier League.
Vizuri sana.
Yes, I know. Mombasa United have good money. Naivas have good money. Iyo ukitoa hizi timu zilipi wachezaji, angalia Equity Bank, they have, unajua?
Mofa
ndio hiyo Lunga na timu yake. So you don't tell me you want players to play in the Premier League without being paid just because they belong to a certain team. That lazima hiyo team ikuwe kwa Premier League.
And they cannot sustain being in the league.
The level of our league is going down because of small compromises like those ones. Let us be brutal. Hawezi toka, period.
SportyFM.